Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Always fun to get a peek at Tom Brady as he gets in place to command this offense for Tampa Bay.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. Brady now on first down. It's complete to Brown, right side.
Brady's pass.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground on it and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the gun on third down, Brady. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
First carry now for Keyshawn Vaughn. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
He's brought down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Brady. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the first down marker. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Let's go.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to pump this one away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
22-yard line.
Going on, let's get right.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he's up in it.
What's up, sis?
Up to the 25-yard line.
What's up, sis? How you doing?
You're facing a top 5 team, and in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered,
now, sis, I was streaming 2K last night. I ain't see your name. What's happening now?
You give yourself your best chance to win.
What's up with that?
Around 24, 28, 30, they could be
Thought we were family.
I think so, because then you turn into
I'm just playing with the sis. I'm just playing.
11 yards there, first down.
Working late again for real. Yeah.
Let's face it, it shouldn't be a
I got off little like an hour ago, sis. So I feel you on that. I feel you on that.
Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
But it's your brother right here, sis. It's your brother right here. Come on now, you know, support me. You dig what I'm saying? Dig. Come on.
Action fake. They'll look to throw. Man open. That's
Oh yeah, I see you earlier. Hey sis, how you feel about Ricardo Allen and Allen Beatty being released? I had no issue with it. And then I know Coach didn't say it earlier, but Matt Ryan's backup quarterback, Kurt. What up, Mills? What's going on, brother? Our backup quarterback, Kurt Becker, what the fuck his name is, he was released too. So it makes you speculate what we gonna do with that 4th pick. You know what I'm saying? It makes you speculate. Are we going quarterback, or are we still gonna dial it back? It's oh, let me get that. Yeah. I was getting ready to come back to Mills. Yeah, Carson Wentz traded to Indy, man. Yeah. Hey, Mills, man, this the family right here. This my sis, Ronnie, Coach Ronnie. Well, this my homeboy, Mills, good dude from Philly. That's why he mentioned Carson Wentz. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So with him being gone now, it's like, now what do we do now? Because I was an advocate of us trading back, you know, to get more draft capital. But, you know, it's one or two things gonna happen. One thing for sure, we gonna make a big ass off-season move. You know, this off-season, whether it's gonna be free agency or the draft. But my gut is telling me that I think we're gonna draft a quarterback. That's just my personal opinion.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone.
You know
for a
what I'm
touchback. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive.
Hey, sis, Mills, he's a good dude. He's a good dude. Good dude. Cool cat. He shows me love all the time. I show him love. He's a 2K player. So, you know, if you, I know you said you hate, 2K, sis, but, check my dog out.
Bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. We could do a lot, sis, if we trade back, but I mean, I guess you saying that, I guess get a backup to Matt Ryan via free agency. So I don't know. That's just my gut. That's just my gut.
Leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Oh yeah.
Throwing again, Brady.
I know you said you hate 2K, sis, but I'm for real. Like show Mills is that dude. I haven't had a chance to play with him yet on 2K. I want to. I want to. He's like that on 2K, man.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Brady.
Mills and about Coach Roney and the streamer that we follow. We all coaches, we all family. And I don't know if you know this, Mills, but I actually contracted the COVID, and sis was one of the ones that always.
Rather than let him shred my defense.
Oh yeah, you're damn right. You're right, Mills. But she was that one that, you know, would always reach out to me, and she always made sure that, you know what I'm saying, I got my rest, you know what I'm saying? So she was that mama, you know what I'm saying?
And he'll be taken down just shy
She was that mama.
5
You know, it's
yards
all
is the
love for
tally
me,
on
sis.
first down and brings up second
And Mills, you already know how I feel about you, homie.
Nice tough run inside, and they
You
gained
that
5
dude on
yards on it.
2K,
To be
dog.
frank about it,
You
most
that dude.
offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, man.
from just shy of midfield. Brady. Open man is Howard, the tight end.
But if I'm gonna be real with you, Mills, though, man, I think if Carson Wentz can get out his own way, I think he in a good situation. So, you know, yeah.
5 men of the secondary.
Now it's y'all clearly going to Jalen Hurts, you know what I'm saying, which is a good thing, you know, to see what he got. But you know, that's all indications y'all in rebuild mode, you know what I'm saying. There's no guarantee y'all gonna keep D-Jack now.
But oh so effective. Nice completion there.
So
keeps the sticks moving.
I like Jalen Hurts. Except if we come against y'all, then, you know, I want to, you know, break your goddamn neck, you know, just to be honest with you. But that's just a competitive Mills, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a shit who it is. When it comes to my Falcons, man, hey. No, hey, sis. Hey, I think Carson Wentz is going into a great situation. Coach Lowe's stream earlier, I know their defense was legit. I think top 10 they finished. He's got a good offensive line. I know Pro Football Focus ranked Indy's offensive line 7th best overall. So Carson Wentz's biggest problem is that, you know, he don't want to listen to nobody. He wants to do his own thing. If he can get out his way, I think he could bounce back. I think he can.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him from.
Yeah, I play FanDuel. That's what I play.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
And I've always asked, sis, Mills, man, how's the families? How's y'all's families? Everybody good?
It will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win
I'm big on family.
because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
Yeah, I've been doing FanDuel since for about 4 or 5 years. I've hit some, not the big cash money ones, you know what I'm saying? And I flirted with it a whole lot of times. I flirted with it a whole lot of times, but when, you know, when it comes to fantasy, you know, you good, and then all of a sudden within the last 10, 20 minutes, I'm like, oh, frustrating. But it's fun, though. It's fun.
They had it, got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
They go right back.
I'll tell you one damn thing, sis. When this damn COVID shit over with, or whatever the case may be, I've already expressed to Coach Lowe, tell all the my other sis, Asia, you know, I look at you and Asia, y'all my sisters. I can't wait until this shit is over with so we can all get together, watch a game, talk shit. Oh, man. Yeah, I can't wait for that day. I'm not going to sit there and lie.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make
I think we built a good culture, a great culture with Coach Lowe.
Waiting from the gun, Brady, and that is incomplete.
force bearing down on him there. He could not hang
Oh,
on.
everybody's good, sis. Everybody's good. The wife is good. The wife is good. My son is, you know, he's good. I'm blessed. I'm very happy, sis. Very happy.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll
Very
need to come
happy.
up with something here on third down. From the gun, Brady. He'll get this to Vaughn underneath. And he does not get to the first down marker.
Thank you so much, sis, for coming to the stream and chopping up with me, man. Love for you.
It's now 4th down.
Appreciate it. You know, when you read my title when it comes to this YouTube thing, one thing about me that speaks about me, I'm a very humble person. Very humble individual.
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Falcons 7.
And when we do when we all meet up as a family, sis, and you know we out to the bar, you know we catching the Falcons game. Bring your husband, you know, say your husband, he's a brother. He's a brother. I'm gonna try to get my wife out there, but it's gonna be like pulling teeth because she's not a sports fan at all. At all.
Michael Badgley on for
What up, Tanner? What's going on, brother?
36-yard attempt.
Badgley able to knock this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Tanner, I'm glad you come in, man. I want you to meet my sis / my mother. You know what I'm saying? This is Coach Roney. And, you know, I get to, you know, we got a big family vibe. And Coach Lowe's strings when we do this every week. She was one of the ones that, you know, when I, you know, Tanner, you know this because, you know, we talk offline. We talk on a more personal level. You know, when I contracted that COVID, you know, it was a really dark time in my life. And you know, sis and, you know, / Coach Roney, she always made sure that, you know, making sure that if I was okay. And, you know, when I would come into streams and stuff like that, the first thing she would say, hey, let's get it. Hey, you okay? Hey, you getting your rest, right? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, I am. But yeah, Tanner, man, sis Roney, she's a sweetheart. She's a sweetheart. Love her to death. Sweetheart. Married, family of her own. I love that. I'm all about family. You know what I'm saying?
And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for
Oh, yeah, you already know, Tanner, man. You already know, brother.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as
Tanner, whenever you and Griff, man, down for some 2 catch, I hit up Griff, man. I'm ready, man. I enjoyed myself last night.
Exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there.
Okay, sis.
And then additional pickup.
Be safe at work, and I appreciate you coming through for a few minutes and to talk to me. I appreciate it.
So now
tell your family I said hello, sis.
Inside the 30
Love.
now, 1st and 10. Now Gurley. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Have a good night, sis.
By them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And Brady, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley.
Okay.
Touchdown, drawing even with Marshall.
All good, brother.
Most in a single season.
But yeah, it was a good time last night, Tanner, man. I enjoyed that, brother.
And in the red zone, I
I enjoyed that, man. That was fun. Brought back some memories, man.
If you have him, you use it because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Coup for the extra point.
For the point after.
This one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the Falcons score to cap it off.
Buccaneers 3.
Following the touchdown, here's Coup to kick off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Brady. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dante Fowler. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the 1st down sack. Brady looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Dennard. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
But you got to stay in the stream channel, man. Go on, man. Use your concentration on the 21 on the next gen, man. I appreciate you coming through, brother. You know how I feel about you, man. I love you, brother.
They treated like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Coup now for the point after.
For the point after.
And it's 21-3.
His kick is
a heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Yeah, I already know, Tanner. The one person I'm not worried about is you, man. Showing me love, man. I'm not worried about you, man.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Back now comes Tampa Bay, and they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders in the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Hey, guys, right there.
Yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Oh,
and the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Oh, yeah. You already know, Tanner. You're damn right. We used to streak on them tools, man. You already know.
Allen Bailey drops stops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at
Oh,
it.
yeah. One thing you can't get rid of, Tanner, man, is their chemistry, man.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin
absolutely
in
right.
territory
Spot on
already.
with it.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll set up to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
Good play.
Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
By the Buccaneers.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 43. They start the drive with ball. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage. Back at the 42.
He's brought down by Deion Jones.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back. In pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Open man is good, but it's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the 1st.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st down, it's Brown. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Draw play for Brown. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. From the gun, Brady. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and it's just to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Now we'll again see Calvin Ridley in the Falcon offense. He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guys trying to cover him, they haven't had a whole lot of success thus far, and while they will still accept the challenge, maybe you have to change your focus. You have to get after the quarterback a little bit, disrupt his timing, because right now it feels like pitch and catch. Make sure he's not able to have clear sight lines to him, and maybe that'll slow him down.
And this is not the guy you want to let play pitch and catch. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. Touchdown, Falcons! Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now Young Wei Koo for the extra point. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's up there.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him to have 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
They go play action here on first down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the Bucs, 18.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The front office all smiles when the ink went dry on this new contract.
Not only them, how about the coaching staff? Because oftentimes the front office, the coaching staff may have different opinions about the value of a player. I think everyone was in sync on this one. He's a guy that they needed to keep.
Now a play fake here on first down. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to draw that one free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After review of the play.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes,
okay,
and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense has done a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Operating from the gun. Brady. That's caught. It's Keyshawn Vaughn. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, Brady, and he's got Miller. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before half for Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Oh, yeah.
Picked up by Devontae Casey. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good work in that first half. More from you guys in a minute. But first, let's get to some scores right here on the day before Halloween. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. And it's the Browns who have the lead late in the first half. Baker Mayfield with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we head to Foxborough to check on the Patriots at home at Gillette Stadium. And you can see they trail the visiting Buffalo Bills in that ball game. Josh Allen has thrown 2 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Derek Carr has a couple of touchdown passes there. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away.
For Tampa Bay.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
We're going to shoot a
signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's enjoying a great deal of success. His team is also enjoying a great deal of success.
Yeah, he's got that nice little, what I call the QB lean going right now. You see that little stroll that he's got?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The quarterback taken down and sacked.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And, Charles, the good news, they got the stop defensively. The bad news, this is a huge hole that they're in right now. How do they start to dig out of it?
That's a great question, because we're not even going to talk about how do they win it, right? We want to see how they can kind of claw back and at least make themselves feel better about the game, because this one is likely out of reach. But maybe one possession at a time, try and play a little bit better and have some respect when you come out of the game.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Here's Brady to throw. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Eight-minute quarters, Tanner. 8-minute quarters.
Operating from the gun, Brady. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, Tampa's Brady hooks up with Howard.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Brady's throw there complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, If you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete.
Brady's pass.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Fighting through pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dante Fowler in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And he's going to go down again.
Brady sack. A loss of 8 yards. And it's 4th down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
They just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Take it in at the 22. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 47 yards. He's really starting to get up there towards 1,000. He's now at 997 career catches. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends.
It's just me and you. 45, go.
Another carry now for Gurley. Offense continues to pour it on. They were able to stop him at the line on 1st down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the 2nd try.
Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Way Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Right back to Brown. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Take it at the 37. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time. It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Quentin Jefferson just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction.
Well, there's still time to rectify
What's
this
up,
situation
folks?
because
How you doing, man? What's
they
going
took a
on?
sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still
Appreciate you coming
definitely
through,
hurts.
brother.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And this offense is running away with this one. as that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Roberts now on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Here we go. White 28. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Shotgun now for Brady. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. Open man is Howard, the tight end. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now Brady again, looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Wait 20. Watch my 4. And let's get that hole. Undercross.
Brady now on 1st down. To Evans on the slant. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are able to get a score back.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone. So give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
And now let's discuss Julio Jones. And I know that they double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Quentin Jefferson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones with touchdown over 20 on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they've wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they've wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
Coup for the extra point.
For the point after.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
To kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across mid. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And Brady's throw there incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for Mike Evans. Incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15.
Getting set to go again on offense. We get a peek at Julio Jones now. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because, you know, the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And all the way down to the 29. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's got a 1st down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Shaquille Barrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
That one looks like he'll throw here. His throw caught at about the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. He's done it. 1,000 career catches with that last reception.
I don't care what you've done in your life. How many things have you done 1,000 times of significance? How about this? With that catch, now closing in on the top 10 all-time in NFL history, a very significant achievement.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Coup now for the point after. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
First down, Buccaneers.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Brady Jarrett in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
To the sideline and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing now is Brady. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Chris Godwin.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. They'll get off a fairly short kick here, as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Falcons 62.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Falcons, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they will hit the road.